Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and first of all I wish you a very happy new year for 2026. I can guess that you probably spent too much money at the end of last year because of the Christmas holidays. I know I did. That's why I decided to start the beginning of this year with an anti-haul video to remind me and remind you that we don't have to buy everything that is sold to us. In this video, I'm going to share about the things I won't buy in 2026 and beyond. I've already made several similar videos in the past, so if you are interested in knowing more about the things I don't buy and I won't buy, I suggest you to check those past videos, which I will leave in the description section. The first thing I won't buy in 2026 and beyond are low quality custom jewelries. I don't know how it is in your country, but in France, it is super easy to come across low quality custom jewelry. If you go to any clothing store, they have those type of jewelries. And although the quality when it comes to the metal is not the best, obviously, sometimes I do enjoy the design, so I can be tempted to buy them. I used to buy them a lot. I slowed down those past few years because I discovered stainless steel jewelries. There are a few brands in France that sell those type of jewelries which have a type of metal where the color does not change over time, but those type of jewelries is not something you will easily find when you go to the mall, so it's easier to be tempted by low quality custom jewelries. So as I said, I slowed down naturally on buying those because I got tired of seeing my jewelries turning colors. But at the end of December, while I was on vacation in my hometown, I went in a store and I saw earrings that I like. I bought them without thinking, and then a few days later, I realized that it was not a good idea to buy them because they are low quality custom jewelry. So they might change in a few months or maybe in a few weeks. And that is something that bothers me. So I did enjoy the style. They are the jewelries I am currently wearing. But yeah, when I saw them at home, I realized that I shouldn't have bought them even if they are cheap. I love jewelries, I love to change them. So obviously, if you like to change jewelries, it's more convenient and it's better for your wallet to not buy gold. But I have to stop with a low quality one. So this video is a reminder for me to not do it in 2026. And if I am looking for new jewelries, I will have to take the time to check out those few brands who sell stainless steel jewelries. And that's it. That is a promise to myself. The second thing I won't buy in 2026 are food processors or kitchen gadgets. I don't know exactly what is the perfect term in English, but I hope you understand what I mean. I will put some images on the screen. And again, I don't know how it is in your country, but especially in France, those past years, they have become more and more popular, especially with the air fryer that can fry things without oil, or with food processors that can easily make bread. And every time there is a new trend in France, my friends, my entourage ask me if I have bought this or that product. And over the years, I've always said no because I didn't feel the need for me to do it. But I would always get the question every time something would come in trend. And I've always resisted the urge to buy them, although I enjoy cooking. When thinking about it, I just realized that I would not use them until a couple of years ago, my sister convinced me to buy a rice cooker and a soup blender because she bought them and she absolutely raved about it. It saved her time. She was very happy about it. And one of my best friends raved about her steam cooker. So they were so convincing that I stopped listening to myself and I bought those 3 products to only quickly realize that I should have listened to myself because I barely use them. I realized that it's much more easier for me to do my rice the way I do it. In France, some people call it the Creole way, but I am French and Congolese, and that's also the way many people cook their rice in Congo. It's not difficult for me to do it. I've always done that. And I realized that I prefer to do it the way I've always done it. It's much more simpler for me. Regarding the soup maker, I used it, but when you use this type of product, you don't have control over your recipe as much because once you put all the ingredients, you have to wait for the process to be done. When you make your own soup in your own casserole, then you can always update the recipe as it goes, and I realized that I much prefer doing my soup this way. So I barely use those. Regarding the steam cooker, I used it maybe 3 times, and it's okay, but it's not like I love steaming vegetables that much that it is necessary for me to have it. So in the end, I gave the rice cooker to a friend who is going to use it. I still have a soup maker, but I'm gonna find someone to give it to. I'm gonna keep the steamer just in case, but in the end, the product that I actually use often are products which I bought because I felt the need to buy them, and it is a blender. I mean, that's the basic for anyone who cooks. I use it mostly to do my French crepe, which I often do. Then the vegetable chopper is something that I often use to chop my vegetables and to use them as spices in my food. I put them in small pot, I put them in the freezer, and I use them as it goes, as I need it. So this is useful for me. And the last thing is the tool that helps me to grate and slice vegetables, but actually I mainly use it to do my salad carrots, which I love so much. So these are tools I use and I don't feel like I am missing anything. And on top of that, it's not like I have plenty of space in my kitchen and I hate clutter. So I have to remind myself in case someone try to influence me in 2026 that I don't need more. The third thing I won't buy is a specific hair tool, and I am talking about the new version of the Dyson Airwrap, which is the Dyson Coanda 2. And I have people, including on the comment section, ask me if I would review the new version because I reviewed a previous version already on my channel. I made a very detailed review video on my hair. I absolutely love this product. It took me a while to make the decision to buy it because of its price, but I don't regret my purchase, which I did 2 years ago. But now they have a new version. Actually, since they launched the very first version of a Dyson Airwrap, they have launched 5 different versions, and with new version, obviously, the price increased. I bought the second version and I've seen the new versions, especially the very last one, the Coanda 2, but I really don't feel the need to buy it. I am absolutely satisfied with what I have. I've had it for only 2 years, and since the price is high, it's not something that I want to update every 2 years or every year, and the change is not significant enough for me to buy the new version. I must say that when I saw the new Afro Tension comb, it seems very interesting. I wish they would release the comb for the previous versions, But of course, that's not the case. So if you have the old Dyson version, you cannot buy the new accessories to add to your old version. But I'm fine. I will keep the one I have for a while. I will not spend my money on a new version, not in 2026 and not until a few years at least. Talking about hair, the fourth thing I won't buy in 2026 are new hair products. So the Dyson Coanda 2, of course, but I include in it new brushes, new shampoos, new conditioners, new hair mask. I won't do it. Obviously, if I finish a product that I already have, I authorize myself to buy the exact same product, but only products that I already use. It took me a while to find products that work for me, and I actually gave me a challenge a few years ago. I gave myself 1 year to find products that work for me and then to stick to those products for 1 year. So that's what I did in 2024. That's what I did in 2025. And I want to do the same thing with 2026. I'm so comfortable with the hair products I have now. I'm so happy with the one I have now that I don't want to explore anything. The fifth thing I won't buy in 2026 and beyond, for sure, is the brand Sézane. Sézane is a French clothing brand which is very popular, especially online, on social media. It has been popular for quite some years now, and for quite some years now, the algorithm pushes me this brand. I love fashion, I know fashion, but I don't watch that many content creator fashion videos because they show new clothes all the time, and although there are tons of clothes is not in my place, I feel cluttered just by watching those videos. But when sometimes I do watch a few videos here and there about fashion, the algorithm always pushes the brand Sézane to me. And I don't like this brand. I know it's very loved, so don't hate me, but I really don't like this brand for many different reasons. First, the brand is sold especially abroad, not just as a French brand, but as a Parisian brand with a Parisian style. And when I think about Parisian style, and I live in Paris, I really don't think about the Sézane style. It's not appealing to me. It's not what I see the most on the street, but that's the branding. Now, if I just look at the website, if I just look at the clothes, I went to their store, so I've seen their clothes up close. I'm going to talk about their current collection, and I don't like it. I think that it looks very old-fashioned, and that reminds me too much of the late 90s, beginning of 2000 trends. And I know that trend very well because I was in the end of middle school and high school during this time. So when I see their current clothing, that reminds me of how I used to dress during those time. And I was in middle school and high school, but this brand targets grown women. And I know that the 90s and the end of 2000 are in trends. I understand fashion, so I know that trends come back and disappear. But to me, even if you take the 70s to bring it to 2026, you need to add a modern touch to it. And here I don't see a modern touch. To me, it's as if I was back during this era, and it shows me laziness in the design. That's how I feel. Beyond the design, which is a personal preference, I'm confused about the pricing as well. I will show you some examples on the screen. Here, I'm going to show you some dresses, and you can tell that the prices are above 100 euros. A small, tiny cotton dress is 150. Dresses with very plastic fabrics are also above 100, close to 150. And the design, beyond the fabric, the design is very classic, it's very basic. There is nothing sophisticated, there is nothing complicated to justify such a high price. If I look at a material that is less low quality, for instance, a skirt made in viscose, again, why is the price so high when this fabric is not an expensive one? And the print on the dress is also nothing exceptional. The design is nothing exceptional. I could find a similar dress on another French website for much cheaper and for a price that makes more sense for the design and the quality of the fabric. I will take another example with the simple white top made in cotton, which is 90 euros. Why such a simple shirt is so expensive when you can easily find online other shirts with similar materials for much cheaper and for prices that make more sense for this specific fabric. I know that there are different types of cotton. Some cotton can be higher quality than other ones, but I went to the Sézane store, so I've seen the products myself, and their products is not a super high quality that justify to be 90 euros for this top. Same thing with other fabrics, so I don't understand such a high price. The price is way too high, in my opinion, for the design, for the fabric, for the print, for the color. I like nothing about it. So since I have been able to vent, I hope that the AI algorithm who listens to everything on the internet will understand that I don't like this brand. So please stop, don't recommend this brand to me anymore. The fifth thing that I won't buy is once again a brand. And that could not be a video for me if I didn't talk about skincare. So I'm talking about a skincare brand, and it's the German skincare brand Yepoda. Yepoda is a brand that has been created by a woman and a man. The woman is German and the man is German-Korean. So the goal for the brand, from what they say in their communication, was to make Korean skincare available in Europe. So their brand is heavily Korean inspired. That's how they call it. When you go on their website, you can see that in their communication, in their marketing, all over the website, there is a reference to South Korea. And that is really the focus on their marketing and communication, which for me does not make sense. I've talked on a previous video about Korean skincare and explain why this term that is used and the way it is used outside Korea does not make sense, because there are different types of Korean skincare. They are not the same. So to only use this specific term does not make sense, especially when you want to sell your own brand. It would be like me trying to sell you a skincare brand only by focusing on the fact that it is a French skincare brand. But similar to South Korea, French skincare is very different from one brand to another. Biologique Recherche, Guerlain, Bioderma or Caudalie, which are very popular skincare brands, are very different. So to see a brand focus more on this trendy term that is Korean skincare more than what the brand actually do is for me disappointing. They do not communicate on what the brand can do, on which would benefit the most from the brand. Is it a brand for teenagers? Is it a brand for sensitive skin? Is it a brand for people who focus on anti-aging? You don't know based on the marketing and communication of the brand. You just know that it is Korean inspired, and that's it. Another thing that I don't like about this brand is the ad that have been pushed to me by the algorithm. Just like Sézane, this brand has been pushed to me a lot, which makes sense since I view a lot of skincare videos online And every time I saw a commercial video on this brand, the model in the video, which are always very young, have a filter on their face, like a skin smoothing filter on their face. Why is that? Let's say they don't have perfect skin and you want to showcase perfect skin, then just spend the money to hire models with perfect skin. To be fair, Yepoda is not the only brand to do that. I see more and more skincare brands and makeup brands do that, and it's very disappointed. But regarding Yepoda, it's quite a recent brand. So all I know about their commercial videos are videos with models who have a filter or filters on their face. Beyond the marketing, beyond the communication, beyond the commercial ads, if I look into details at the products, that does not make me want to buy the product either. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Let's start with the soothing serum made with niacinamide and probiotic. And I could easily find a similar product directly from a Korean skincare brand for cheaper. They both have niacinamide in their ingredient list. They both have soothing ingredients. They both have hydrating ingredients. And in my opinion, when I look at the entire formulation, I find the formulation of the Korean skincare brand Sézane more sophisticated than the brand Yepoda, and the Korean skincare brand is much cheaper than the brand Yepoda. I'm going to show you another example with their refreshing face mist. And here, when you look at the brand Yepoda, you can see that they use many botanical extracts which are known to be irritants, and not just by myself and my sensitive skin, but they are recognized in the European Union as irritants. Despite that, when you look at the description of this product on their website, they will tell you that this product is great for sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin and I will never buy this product because I know it's not for sensitive skin. And on top of that, this is a face mist. So that is something that you will probably use during daytime in your skincare routine. But because of its packaging, mists are also something that you might use outside during the day, especially when it's really hot, to refresh yourself. But there are essential oils in it which are very photosensitizing, and these should be avoided when your skin is exposed to the sun. So the creation of this product and the way it is sold does not make sense. Again, it makes me think that the focus is more on a trendy marketing than the product itself. The 7th thing I won't buy is not a specific thing, is more a type of purchase that I don't want to do in 2006 and beyond. And I'm talking about buying through platforms like Amazon or TikTok Shop. I haven't bought in Amazon in years, and in my entire life, I'm probably sure that I haven't bought more than 5 products in it. And there are several things that I don't like about those platforms. I don't like that they have such a various type of products to sell. I don't like that because they are commissioned, obviously they are built in a way to push you to buy more. I don't like that their algorithm can influence you on what you choose to buy or not. And also, I don't like the ethic behind those platforms. I don't even like the design of a platform. I don't like how it is built. So just this also does not make me want to buy in their platform. So I've never been into it. I have friends who use Amazon a lot. And once we had a discussion because I was interested to know what they find in Amazon to buy. And they had plenty of things that they enjoy buying on Amazon, but these are things I will never buy. So yeah, that's not for me for those multiple reasons. Also, I know that in the US, ChatGPT has launched in September 2025 instant checkout that allows you to buy products directly on their platform. This does not exist in France yet. or in Europe in general. But for me, it's even next level compared to Amazon and TikTok Shop, because their algorithm with the AI technology is even more powerful to influence you to buy this or that when it's more convenient for this platform to push you to buy this or that. So I was never interested into those platforms, and I'm gonna stick to that in 2026 and beyond. I am done with this video. Let me know in the comment section what are the things that you will not buy in 2026 and maybe beyond. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.